grand finals, one of them will be wearing gold. SSG on one side, Gen.G on the other for a shot at the title. Play some Rocket League.
Off a season-high 5 goals against NRG to close out yesterday. What does he have for an encore against Space Station Gaming? We go to Manfield Night, Game 1, brought to you by Progressive between Gen.G and Space Station.
And this is all eyes on Gen.G. It feels like this move to bring in Justin in place of Reddles, one of the highest profile roster moves we've seen in a while. And it's been exciting to watch them dominate. The last time we saw them on the field, dropping 9 on NRG, but they find themselves down early on. Scribbles will strike first for Space Station just 15 seconds in.
He's picking up right where he left off. A phenomenal series not too long ago against 9 Lives, and he continues his reign of terror 15 seconds into Game 1.
After that first round today, Scribbles averaging 1.2 goals a game, topping out the charts. So he has been that #1 offensive threat so far for Space Station, but this is a triple threat team. All these young players, incredibly mechanical, capable of scoring. We'll see how Gen.G responds to this early pressure.
Lots of physical play in that series against 9 Lives. In particular, Chicago was a target for pretty much all of SSG, in particular Kofer. And there's a demo taking out Magic Bear. They get reveal in return. Justin coming along, waiting for a pass to get through that never does. And Scribbles will have to contend with Justin on the wall. Finally does get to a scoring spot. There's the demo, but reveal can't get there in time.
Really well done, though, by Scribbles. Getting there before Justin and then winning that ball downfield. But now we see Gen.G, the infield pass. Reveal cuts early. It's a hard hit. Cheese doing his best to maintain control, but loses possession. This ball is loose. Awkward for Gen.G. Koper and Scribbles both be in the back. Koper around Cheese as well. Space Station, there's the physicality. Infield pass. Scribbles can get around it. You can see how much possession that Space Station's been able to have. They're playing at a high-speed, physical game. Team bump coming out as well from Gen.G, who is being pushed to their limit.
They did it with great team play, and now they've just picked one off at midfield. Reveal into an open net. Gen.G had been caught kind of out of position a couple of times, and Magic Bear got tied up with Kofer in the corner. He never had a chance.
You saw that creep over by Magic Bear over to the corner, wanted that corner boost. Cheese, you know, he was thinking he was going to be second man, and now we see a kickoff strat from SSG, and it does result for possession, but Gen.G is just not looking as sharp or as composed or organized as they were against NRG.
Got a break there, that ball wasn't on target. Now Justin to follow that up and Scrib with the save. Back downfield we go, and everybody getting into position from Space Station. That goes across though for Magic Bear, and an opportunity now for Gen.G to get on the board right near the midway point of Game 1. They have just been stifled in this game. Only the 2 shots, and they weren't particularly high-quality opportunities, but this one is into an open net from Magic Bear.
And I love this ball from Justin. Watch as he just trusts that Magic Bear is going to be over there. You don't see it on the replay, but if you go back and watch, Justin launched that ball before Magic Bear even got that mid-boost. And Magic Bear was able to get that mid-boost, turn on it, and it was such a well-placed ball from Justin that Magic Bear was able to score.
So Gen.G concede the first 2, but they're right back in it. We've seen this before. Justin right between the eyes. And just like that, we're all tied up.
Oh, you can see Justin chasing the defense off, messing up the rotation, stays in the play. And that is what we see more and more of Justin do. And he is not afraid to stay in that play, knows how to be a nuisance, knows how to find those nooks and crannies to operate in. And Gen.G wipe away that lead. Space Station had a great touch from Magic Bear. We might see more stacks.
Oh, we might clear the runway. But Justin just a little too slow there. Reveal popped it over him. Only one man back, and Cheese did just enough to keep SSG out of the net, and then back the other way. This ends up in the Space Station net. Wow.
can see Kofer and Reveal actually touches that ball. That is devastating. And you see it happen at every level. That challenge in the corner, you're thinking, what's the worst that can happen? And of course, you launch it all the way back into your own net. That was a tough one to stomach for Space Station. Heartbreaking there, Stacks.
One thing I think it was Gibbs had mentioned yesterday, all the demos in the world won't make a lick of difference if they're not demos at the right time. Now Scrib going to work. Kofer's got 6 demos already in this game. Still a minute and a half to go. Reveal to Kofer, and that one's going to be kicked just wide. Magic Bear dealing with Scrib, and that one cleared out by Justin. G's all the way to the back wall, and SSG have to reset.
Magic Bear has no boost. Fed the ball to Kofer, and that is going to be a goal. And those demos do prove to be effective there. You can see the demo forcing Magic Bear to have to make a play on no boost. The respawn, Justin even being interfered with as he respawns. So finally, Space Station reaping some of the rewards of that aggressive play.
16 goals to lead all the players currently on the pitch this weekend for Kofer. With that equalizer, Scrib now going to work as Kofer's gonna have to take over, and well, one extra touch from Scrib threw everybody off. It's an open net back the other way, and Cheese creates the opening and converts.
Wonderfully done from Cheese, and he's out of boost. Picks up a single small pad, has to flip perfectly in place to get around that ball and launch it back on target. Really high pressure play from Cheese. Perfect movement over that small pad to get there. Gen.G, despite that slow start, continuing to make plays, but hold on, Kofer will score it!
How about this out of Kofer? Red light, green light.
Love that wave dash from Kofer, but more demos coming out from Space Station. The hesitation into the wave dash shot, taking advantage of the space from the demo. Dynamic play here from Space Station. Now another chance, he slots it long, Reveal off the feed from Kofer. This game has been crazy.
Unbelievable. Bumped Cheese, Magic Bear was falling. The timing all off. Add a couple of goals for Reveal. 1 from Scribbles, 2 from Kofer. It all adds up to a 5-4 lead. And now look out off the kickoff. Reveal had to get to the post just in case. Magic Bear denied by Scrib. Justin needs one more touch. He's got it netward, but not quite on target. Coming up on 30 seconds. How many more wild twists and turns do we have here? G's got Kofer. And Justin tried to dunk that one through Scrib, not happening.
Does lots of boost here. Is trying to leave Magic Bear, but a little awkward. Now you can see the 50 on Magic Bear. This is really tough for Gen.G. Cheese narrowly getting to that ball, had to jump backward. Bit of a break there for Gen.G.
The #1 offense in the land needed one more. They're not gonna get it as Kofer will put it under the bar. A hat trick for Kofer in game 1, and that should put it away.
If you could see Magic Bear having to check the rear view mirrors, the demo's traumatizing Gen.G. And that could be enough, but Gen.G has possession off kickoff, and Magic Bear's got boost.
Oh, and they're gonna run out of time. Space Station Gaming. The threat was enough. You always gotta have your head on a swivel, and Gen.G did not look comfortable really at any point defensively. They give up 6 to Space Station, but it is only 1 game in a long series.
Magic Bear with a shot. Scrib coming off the backboard, making a nice save. Well, we see a solo play here, has tons of boost, going for the bump. SSG not slowing down. More aggression, Justin. Will we see some fireworks out of him, Stacks?
Still just only a goal and 2 assists out of that wild shootout in game 1. His presence here on this Gen.G roster has, I mean, listen, the praises have been sung all throughout the weekend. If it continues, Scrib blocks Justin there. What else does he have? He had Reveal headed back, so kind of had to call his own number with Gopher way too far forward. That's where you're going to see Gopher a lot of this series. He's the enforcer, and you can see Gen.G car is having to swerve around a lot to try and avoid him on both ends of the field. Scribb's going to have this one way downfield right at Reveal. It's amazing that he can be so effective offensively and defensively while still getting all these demo numbers. Normally, somebody just goes through demos, they're going to be out of position often, and still Gopher finds a way to be involved in the play.
I think he's just an expert at staying close to the play. Always being a threat on ball, but can swerve at the last second to take out the player. Justin, though, at this feed, you can see Magic Bear doesn't want to take the risk and rotates out.
He's ran out of gas. Magic Bear has Justin waiting. That ball did kick out towards him. And this 50 goes well wide downfield, but it's Cheese. All day to play this. Gopher, though, up to the ceiling. Dove right in. Again, just things you may not necessarily expect from the opposition. You have to expect it against Space Station. Not a lot of time wasted letting the opposition hold the ball. That one on Magic Bear. The shot goes wide out of Reveal, and Scribb just has to let that go. He did steal the corner boost, so Gen.G might be in a little bit of trouble. They do make their way downfield.
Magic Bear trusted his teammates so he could rotate out, get that mid boost. It paid off so far. You can see Gen.G having the boost stabilize. Magic Bear, is he going for the bump? Tries to land one on Scribb. Justin working as best he can, but there's a demo on the backfield. Justin will pop it up for Magic Bear. Rebound chance. Cheese decides to wait at the midfield. This attack shaping up for Gen.G.
Everybody's scrambling just a bit. That big clear will relieve a lot of pressure. You go 6-4 in game one, and nothing with less than 2 minutes to go here in game two. Plenty of chances. And plenty of demos to go around as well. Gopher and Magic Bear take each other out. Cheese lets that go off the backboard. It came off cleanly, and he has to get that one away. He doesn't have a lot of help back there. And, well, he got a little help from Justin taking out Reveal. That evens out the numbers significantly. Justin's shot, gonna sail high. No follow-up as Gopher rolls it out.
Ooh, and you can see the back pass, but Justin didn't make contact. Nice cut from Justin to slow things down. It's an all-out brawl right now for possession. Oh, that's a wide open net. Justin going for the challenge, and I thought he was gonna flick, but he pulled the trigger just a little bit too late.
I thought Cheese might have factored into that play as well, coming from the back, but now that one's loose in front, and Cheese down the... Oh, it's an open net, and it stays in between the lines.
Long range goal. Gopher, you saw him dive in for the bump, and Cheese got right by him.
Is that all it's gonna take? What else does SSG have cooked up for the kickoff? Again, they send a decoy. Gopher with Reveal to his left. Scribb in behind. 40 seconds now. Reveal got the second touch coming from the ceiling, but Cheese is there. Did throw off the initial defender.
Nice demo from Magic Bear. 2 up. Nice dribble from Gopher. They'll bounce to the middle. Scribb has low boost. There's the demo. There's the goal. Space Station tie it up.
It had looked a lot better from Gen.G, keeping their players on the field. Until then, Reveal disappears Cheese, and we're all tied with 20 seconds left.
See the demo chasing SSG with no boost in the tank. Just enough to get it done. Oh, this is a good chance for Magic Bear. Reset off the ceiling, backflip. Is anyone there for the shot? No, but Reveal gets it by. Justin's last back with no boost. Oh, and you can see Magic Bear having to let that one go. Magic Bear hustling back into the play. And that was big for Gen.G.
They just send the house when they try to launch a counterattack. Here goes Scribb. Reveal is well forward, trying to harass Cheese, and Cheese avoids all the contact and still makes the stop. Now Kofer around Magic Bear. Justin has that through the air. Nobody in that particular position for Space Station. Now Magic Bear shot for the win, denied by Scribbles.
Justin, heavy first touch, gave the ball away, but Kofer also didn't handle that ball as well as he'd hoped. Loose ball in SSG's half. Justin hitting it right to Scrib. Scrib hoping to win that 50, gets it past one, but now Kofer last back.
He wave dash onto the ceiling for that?
The wave dashes and wall dashes have gotten insane stacks, but there's the beat. Kofer makes the save and gets a deflection on the shot. The demo from Reveal as well will relieve some pressure.
Kofer determined to take out Magic Bear. There's a demo on Justin. Net's open, not for long. Cheese is back in time. Oh, that's happened a few times for Space Station. They've been so close, but Cheese has saved the day, and we continue on. Justin gets nudged out of the way by Kofer. And can Gen.G finally stabilize? They have. They're on the offensive end. Cheese, bank is closed out by Kofer.
Nice touch downfield from Reveal as well. Magic Bear using the ball, back pass from Reveal to Scribbles. Scribbles gets it by Justin. Touch from Cheese. This could be another chance for Magic Bear, but that's broken up again. However, Justin is right there.
I don't know if Scribs needed that corner boost. His teammates might have been able to make better use of it, but it's worked out well enough. We go into the 3rd minute of overtime. Kofer's going to take charge here. Second touch to, well, try to set up Scrib, but realized Magic Bear had them all beat. They're down Gen.G, looking to level the series. Justin blocked by Kofer. Now Magic Bear. Nothing there. Cheese waits for the rebound, and Scribbles with the save. Still, Gen.G swarming over the net, and it's Justin with the OT winner.
Oh my, Justin, where did he come from? He was the one who hits it off the ceiling, chases it back down, and in the chaos comes out on top.
Will it be with a team up 2-1? We'll find out as we kick it off at DFH.
We'll see if it continues to be as much of a slugfest as this has been on the demo side of it, but a backflip from Cheese, and the pitch wide. Cheese bailed out on that one.
He could have waited too.
Yeah, I mean, you felt rushed in a situation like that, I'm sure. But that was almost a giveaway goal early on for Gen.G.
Scrib to the heavens. Has some support coming. It's Kofer's shot blocked away. He just parked the bus in front of the goal, and it was enough. Reveal all alone at the back, and he'll make sure there's no clean rebound.
Scary pinch, that had a lot of power on it. Well defended. Now Gen.G trying to break out of their own half. Scribble stops things at the midfield. Reveal trying to get back to it again. Did get a piece of it, but Kofer doesn't have much boost. Maybe trying to just zone out Gen.G by going for that ball. Justin picks up. Immediate shot, but Kofer there to save it once more.
That corner boost, it does go to Reveal, and he'll start charging forward alongside Kofer. It's going to be Reveal needed. He'll just slow down Justin. That's all he can do. That's all many people have been able to do throughout his career. Magic Bear on target-ish and set out from the SSG defense. Kofer can't follow that play as he's bumped. Doesn't matter. Script shot! Snipes the top right!
What a slot from Scribbles. Kofer gets it up over the first defender, and Justin is challenging, thinking that if Scrib shoots it high, there's no way he's going to be able to get it on target, but a perfect top corner shot up and over Justin. Beautifully done by Scribbles.
6 goals in the previous series, 3 to tie for the lead with all scorers in this one. And still plenty more work to do. Some of that work right now is on the defensive end. Magic Bear has Cheese coming on. Cheese's shot stopped by the man of the hour, Scribble.
See Scribbles with just a single pad, ready to play defense on that shot. Another pass across net this time. Cheese puts it on target and scores it. We've got a tie game.
Looks like they're waiting for the shot, and then there's no way there's anybody over there, right? Oh, there sure is. Geez, adds to his impressive tally on the weekend. And we just keep going back and forth. Haymakers left and right.
This does feel like a series that could easily go to Game 7 with how close it's been. 4 demos from Kofor, 2 back-to-back, and Magic Bear can't get to the ball in time, just doesn't have the boost. There's another bump opportunity and another goal. Space Station Gaming are playing an annoying style of offense, Stacks, with the amount of bumps and demos they're going for.
Reveal is obviously shooting this, right? No. And he had the defense dancing like puppets on a string. My God, I mean, you look back at what happened yesterday against Complexity and you go, okay, maybe this team isn't actually for real. And then you see them playing like this, and this is just fun to watch. Is it the most fundamentally sound Rocket League? Probably not. But I love seeing some points on the scoreboard, by God.
I almost feel like I have to look away. The amount of demos that we've seen has been crazy. It's been a punch you in the mouth style from Space Station, and now a chance for Kofor again. But Space Station, they have been throwing punch after punch and landing it right on the jaw of Gen.G.
Oh my God, oh, Kofor was up, but could not convert. Almost brought me out of my seat. Kofor tries again. That one's off the crossbar and the post. Everything but the net. The lead remains just 1. Listen, to be successful, you either play the meta or you break the meta. Space Station trying to do the latter. Scribbles, center, reveal, blocked by Cheese.
It just reminds you of the old Space Station, who was known for their physical play. This is 2.0, and Scribbles, even after contact, able to land and clear that ball out. The Space Station, they have, as an org, defined what it means to be physical and aggressive on the pitch.
Kofor's got enough to keep this play alive. Flip resets it up, reveal after the rebound. Script now, floater, 3-1.
An excellent patience from Scribbles as well. That shot off the bar and out. You could see the slowdown, and then Scribbles changing his car so he doesn't get a lot of power, actually slows it down and puts it behind the defense, essentially throwing a changeup. And that was exactly what was needed. Got a bit of a cushion now for Space Station Gaming.
Oh, numbers. Watch the demo. Magic Bear on an island, and Scribbles will score right by him.
Kofor taking that space, keeping Magic Bear off the ball, but said, you know what he's saying? He's saying, take it, take it, take it. It's Scrib. He comes up, takes the ball, walks it in. Kofor, lead blocker, wonderful play.
I believe the first hat trick of the season for either Reveal or Scribbles. And it comes in a big spot in Game 3 against a very tough Gen.G squad. Surely, that's got to be enough, right? If not, this would be. Scribbles blocked by Justin. Reveal can't follow this out of the corner. Gonna leave the corner boost for Gen.G. Almost as a mercy. Magic Bear trying to keep the play alive, but we can dip down inside 30 seconds. And Justin can only watch this one go back. And they got to play defense, and that's not going to help them get back on the scoreboard. Magic Bear's got Reveal and Scribbles in front of him, doing all he can, and they're just going to run out of time here. Space Station Gaming have finally broke the series open, and they're going to take a 2-1 lead into Utopia Coliseum.
Impressive stuff from Space Station Gaming. And you feel like surely there's got to be a time. Really seem to have gotten rolling on that last game, Stacks.
When you think about effective demos, you're thinking about an attacker sweeping across in front of the net and picking up a demo there. A lot of times, it's on the wings. It's disrupting the rotations. That's what Kofor's done. That's what most of SSG's demos have been. Out around midfield, out around the wings, making sure that Gen.G can't get back into position. And then they're getting empty nets as a result. 10 goals in their 2 wins. One low-scoring game went to Gen.G Mobile One Racing. See what we get now at Utopia. Koper trying to contend with Magic Bear. And Cheese had one lined up, peeled off at the last second, realized Reveal had him beat. And things looking a little awkward coming out of the timeout now for SSG defensively, but they don't concede any shots in the first minute.
Just enough
they're gonna get
you're
one of
trying to
their
keep
own.
your eyes on, but just like that, Reveal scoring it. You can see Cheese in the corner, opts to get the boost, can't get to the ball in time. Justin might have even side flip there. You can see the awkward positioning by Gen.G on defense, and that is the last thing you want if you're Gen.G coming out of a timeout, is conceding the first goal in that way.
Oh, Magic Bear, a similar angle to the flip reset he scored yesterday. Does not have any similar flair for the dramatic up his sleeve just yet. Cheese now from his own back wall, trying to slow everything down just a little bit. Feels all over this, and ask one. Koper takes charge. Reveal will go to the mid and come all the way back as Scribbles takes a shot. Cheese has that save. You're just seeing Space Station not overcommitting. What a pass to Scribbles! Koper with a beauty on a dime.
Radar gun on this one, clocking in at 78 miles an hour, an absolute dime. You can see Justin doing everything he could, trying to pre-flip over there, maybe get a save, but it was too good a pass and too good a shot.
Winner here goes to the grand finals. Magic Bear, throw it at the net, hope something good happens. That something was the ball headed right back towards his own net. Reveal has Scribbles in support, just hands it off to him. Now it's Koper's turn to play rebounder, but this goes all the way back and it's for Reveal.
Koper jumping early. You never know if that means he's going for a bump or a free jump. Looking for that pass. Gen.G starting to lose all momentum. Space Station looks unstoppable right now. Cheese will have to leave that for Justin. No boost, and a big challenge from Koper stops the counter.
Remember what made Gen.G so effective last year? Talking about the old Gen.G. Oh, what a shot from Koper coming in from the ceiling. It was just so unorthodox. It was so unlike anything else anybody was prepared for in North America. There's a demo from the lead blocker, and Cheese will score.
Beautiful early recognition there. You can see Cheese immediately letting Magic Bear go upfield, puts the shot in, and as soon as Cheese pulls the shot, this is a situation where you see the shot come first before the demo. Magic Bear looking to see where that shot's going. As soon as Cheese locks in that shot, Magic Bear just has to cut off the only line of defense on that ball, and did that perfectly. Great play, great awareness, good vision from Magic Bear. Gen.G are back into this game.
And look towards exactly what happened with the previous Gen.G roster as to how this SSG team could beat First Killer and Chronic. But the ultimate says Cheese back the other way, right under the bar, and Gen.G had suddenly kind of picked up the pace, and I'm shocked Reveal just couldn't get to this. He was very indecisive on his way back. It was like he was walking all the way.
Well, also Cheese getting there in time. Scribbles hit it right into him, perfectly right into him. And Cheese gets such a good touch that he could stay on the play for a shot. I don't think anyone was expecting Scribbles to get red that hard.
Well, just like that, Gen.G is back into not just this game, but the series. They're carrying the momentum into the later stages of Game 4, but SSG very capable of wrenching it right back. As Koper's going to put it over the bar, very quickly off the backboard to send it downfield. Reveal, lob, was a little bit high. Justin had to respect it. Scribbles gets knocked back across midfield, and this is Cheese's ball all the way.
Koper does with this. He had a lot of time. Justin getting there in time. Heavy first hit, the cross-field pass. Magic Bear had crept too far into the corner. Justin was looking to get it back to him.
Well, the passes are there. The lanes are open. Connections not so much. Scribbles in a tough spot. He couldn't jump, and Magic Bear made him pay.
And what a play from Cheese. Low boost, even cut Justin off, who was rotating into the play. Justin was thinking it was his ball, but good thing Cheese was in charge of getting that out to the middle where Magic Bear was waiting.
3 unanswered goals has Gen.G in front. How many more fireworks do we have at Utopia? Ribbles with Kofer running forward, so not available for a pass. Reveal is there though, and he's got enough to challenge Magic Bear. Ribbles has a lane to shoot through. He's got people to pass to, but instead put it right into the teeth of the defense.
Ribbles looking for another demo. Gives a lot of space to Kofer on this play.
Down to 20, who's gonna turn on this? Justin has it all the way. Down towards Magic Bear, double tap to put it away! He bounces it home!
Magic Bear and Cheese have taken this game into their own hands. A lovely loft as well from Justin. Magic Bear instinctually going up for that double tap, making it look so easy.
Have to be alert on the kickoff at least, and this time the theatrics cost them. And that is a bow wrapped neatly on game number 4 for Gen.G.
And you could see Justin immediately going for that shot down the middle. Gen.G has seen enough of these kickoff antics to expect it. And that has secured game number 4 for Gen.G, tying up the series in a big game as well. Coming off that timeout to win by a good margin. It felt like things were starting to get going for Space Station, but now Gen.G, the team with the momentum.
Gen.G trying to rest back.
Especially beating down NRG. You can't forget the 9 goals that
I wasn't going to bring it up, James, but you know.
But I mean, it's something that you never see done. Most teams don't score 9 in a best-of-7 series against NRG.
Now we go to Aquadome. The crowd will take a back seat. They'll wait for us at Neo Tokyo. Kofer, as revealed down underneath. Now it's a wide open net for Scribbles. Everybody forward for Space Station. And that, coming out of the timeout, is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Magic Bear was just floating there. That touch was not what was needed, but it was pure panic. Just trying to pick up the pieces. And it has been a crazy series so far. Magic Bear, sure he'll want that one back, but Gen.G, they were trailing by 2 in the last half of the game, so there's a lot of Rocket League left to play. Gen.G locking right back in.
So much of this game has been won and lost in the air, this whole series. Kofer, second touch, falls right to Cheese. Justin will be watching for a moment. Grib from the ceiling. Justin's back into the play and makes the save off the respawn. Reveal pulled the string. Can he tuck this one home? No. Magic Bear is right there to meet him every step of the way.
Magic Bear battling to get those 50s. And now gets demoed from behind. This will be a free ball for Reveal. Trying to go for that Zen shot. Didn't work out that time.
Now Kofer doesn't really have a whole lot of options. Dribbles trying to jump out in front of Magic Bear and keep that play available. He has. Cheese will power it away. Scribbles making sure to grab about 300 boost on his way back. Just feather that one down for Kofer, and here comes SSG again. It just feels like right now Gen.G are making a stop and then sending it downfield and going, okay, let's reset. This time, though, they've got a wide open net, but they just couldn't get on the ball again. A ball that just kind of floated in the air forever, and neither had the boost to go up and get it. Are they going to pay the price? No, not just yet. It's G's, though, all alone. Just barely made the save.
Gen.G behind here. Kofer racing for that corner boost, didn't get it. Now Magic Bear will be able to turn back in, put that boost to use.
All the way across, usually somebody over there when Gen.G is making the pass, but this time it just completely gets through.
And Magic Bear does get the touch on this ball. It didn't look like it really affected. Well, man, that is tough to see. I was watching the replay from Reveal's point of view, that was a crazy touch. But I don't know if it really moved the ball much or added much to it. So Magic Bear still getting the goal. Apparently he must have got a whisker of a tire on it.
Well, whatever the case, they'll take it. Cheese is still forward, and he banged it down right to Kofer. Reveal in the way of Justin's follow-up, and it's going to be Cheese scrambling back. He will do so with a full tank as well, and just ahead of Kofer. Kofer's going to turn on this too. Why not? He's seen an attack he doesn't like. Magic Bear.
He doesn't go for. I mean, it's been crazy.
Right.
The trade there. And our statistician letting me know that leading into this game, we've averaged about 11.5 demos per game from these teams, which is insane.
And this is why the pros play two so much, because you have to play with two players sometimes. Here's Kofer. Shot wide, no follow-up. Justin all the way. Moving downfield, everybody's got boost again now for Gen.G. Cheese gonna take this himself, try to go through reveal. Rip was still there. Now Magic Bear just watching as this one goes back over his head. He's gonna catch up to it. Kofer was there with him on the corner. Reveal with a good 50. Now Scribbles in front, but nobody else is there for SSG.
Cheese gonna do a lot with a little here on the boost. Does get a nice 50 and goes for another one, keeping the ball in the corner. Magic Bear lobs that towards net. Reveal getting dunked on by Justin, right back to Magic Bear, and the shot is just in hopes of keeping Space Station low on boost, and Cheese does grab that corner boost. Nice positioning from Gen.G, but that is a massive clear, and Gen.G will be forced to reset.
Reveal is over there as Magic Bear chasing him down. Oh, big shot from Cheese out of the side as he picked their pocket. And nothing brewing just yet. 38 seconds. Grib over towards Kofer. Bank is closed as Cheese will have it away. 30 seconds reveal against Magic Bear. Magic up to the task. Second touch threw off Justin though. He has to put in a little extra work and has done so. Clever first touch by Kofer to avoid Cheese. We dip down inside 20. And it's Gen.G looking for the final say in game 5. But Reveal says no.
Nice positioning there from Reveal on the back wall. Even on low boost, Scribbles just barely stole that corner from him. But we see last second heroics. No, Justin will guide that ball to the ground, and winner of this game will take the lead in the series, Stacks.
Neither side has a timeout. Gen.G used theirs and got a win out of game 4. SSG used theirs coming into this game. Feel like a wasted one if they don't come out on top 3-2. To be Kofer. What else does he have? He needs a lot more. Dribbles all alone in the back, and he's got a half flip to just kind of cover all the options. Gen.G did slow it down significantly, and they've completely thrown off SSG, and Space Station is lucky that Justin didn't just walk one in.
Gen.G far back. And like you said, Stacks, that was a dangerous ball. Space Station live to fight another day. Go bump. Kofer going for the double. Good interrupt there from Justin. Scribbles with the rebound off the bar. The shot follow-up from Kofer also not there, and Kofer will back pass it all the way to Reveal.
Kofer has Reveal with a full tank. Reveal, drop down for Kofer, and that second touch threw everybody off except Cheese. He's got the clearance, trying to go after Scribbles, not gonna happen.
They all
and
win.
Everybody getting a little antsy here. Not a lot of boost to go around. Justin's shot blocked by Reveal, and the rebound covered up by Kofer and Magic Bear.
Scribbles recognizing the challenge, hitting it past the defender. It's a lot of boost for Space Station. You can see Scribbles turn to go for that bump as well.
Lots of connections throughout this game. So pivotal. Up to the wing, it's Kofer for himself. Got this down in front, but Cheese is there. Reveal, indecisive,
oh, it's open.
Wide open. Gen.G on top.
Wide open net. Reveal gets dunked on by Cheese so hard. The Cheese 50s have been game.
And get us to Champions Field. 2 series in a row. Let's see if it happens.
And Gen.G love that box kickoff. They just send 2 people speed flipping at the ball. They love doing that. Seen a lot of kickoff strats in this series. We saw Justin score on a kickoff, calling the kickoff bluff of Space Station.
Justin having that goal stolen right at the goal line there. Would have been his 2nd overtime winner in this series. Just, it never ceases to amaze how timeless Justin has been throughout his career.
He's a big-time goal scorer. That is what Justin is. I think that really defines his career. And he's been doing it for such a long time at the highest level. But now Gen.G having to play defense here. The demo from behind, still not out of it yet. But Gen.G firm away. That pinch sends it all the way out. Gen.G reaches deep into their bag of tricks.
Ball's right in front of our goal line. The whole team's coming. What do we do? Just casually ninja 50 all the way down to the opposite corner. Spectacular stuff out of Gen.G, trying to hold control of this series now. Put it away. Their first lead in the series. Justin off the back wall. And Cheese, maybe he thought Magic Bear was going to be coming up a little sooner. He was still way at the back. He had to put on the brakes, and Magic Bear's got this one. Second through.
Handoff from Cheese. Cheese tries to poke it high, but Scribbles was there. Reveal didn't touch on the ball that he was looking for, and that put Space Station in a tough spot. Now they are forced to play defense, all resulting from that missed touch at the midfield. Scribbles, single pad, that's all he can do to get it out, and he dives in with nothing.
Demos have not been as plentiful for Space Station over the last 7 or 8 minutes of gameplay. Goes Kofer, downfield, right at Cheese. Space Station forced to play a lot more defense than they're accustomed to. And they weather the Gen.G storm. Here goes Justin. Shot on, blocked away by Reveal.
Another demo.
Follow-up. Justin, the demo.
Back-to-back
Magic
demos.
there for Justin.
And Justin earns this goal. Back-to-back demos. It opens up the net. And that is an easy goal for Gen.G, who are just 2 minutes and 28 seconds away from another Grand Finals appearance.
The doctor serving up a dose of SSG's own medicine. Kofer has Reveal. Reveal's got to put the brakes on, set it up for Scribbles, and the block made by Justin. Despite all the contact and all the congestion in front, Magic Bear just going to steal some corner boots. Justin right there at midfield. He can go for this and might have got his flip back. Doesn't matter. He's done enough. Goes back to Magic Bear. Going after Scribbles, not finding him.
A little bit of revenge there. Rebound out for Scribbles. Trying to put that high off the backboard. Gen.G low on boost. Scribbles infield pass. Reveal was way too far away. Now Kofa will have to make this play.
And Reveal was getting chased from behind too. He might have got nudged forward towards the opposite net. Kofa after this ball, and it goes off of him and Justin. Now Magic Bear just has one floating right in front. Set up on a tee for him, saved by Scribbles. But now Scribbles just gonna launch one downfield after the whip on the side, and Cheese cleans up the Gen.G mess. This could be trouble if Cheese doesn't have it, and he does, all the way down to Magic Bear. And now, Reveal in a tough spot. Magic out to Cheese. Justin lurking. If SSG isn't careful, they're gonna find one in their net again. Justin goes by. Here's the Bear, and it's right at Reveal.
Magic Bear trying to throw a change up there. Work out. Go against Justin now. Justin, a little bit of boost. The mid boost being left for Justin. Magic Bear now moves in. What will he do? High touch. Rotate out. Time on the side of Gen.G.
Oh, Reveal's stuck in a real tough spot there. Doesn't know where to go. He's just driving around almost aimlessly. He was going after Justin, but Gen.G, meanwhile, able to work downfield and waste more time off the clock. Kofor coming through, trying to go under Magic Bear. Reveal's kept the play alive. Used all his boost to get this over to the side. 13 seconds, had to go for the midfield boost, and Cheese will launch downfield. Scrib is in the air. The pass is on target! Oh, what a play! It's Kofor in the net!
Beautiful team play. Kofor turns upfield, locked in, bumps Justin just enough to open that window for Scribbles.
Unbelievable. In crunch time. And now they go with a more standard kickoff with 1 second. Reveal. No time on the clock. Double commit out of Gen.G and a huge win by Cheese. Can he set up Justin? Are they going to break SSG's little hearts? No, they will not. We go to overtime at Neo Tokyo.
Kofor's aggression would help get Space Station Gaming back into this game. Well, we see a game 7, a good start in overtime for Gen.G. Magic Bear will pinch that over to the corner, and Justin think about moving in, but it's a low boost boom from Scribbles.
Kofor and Magic Bear again take each other out. Reveal has just served one up to Cheese. And now one to beat. Oh, what a save on the goal line by Scribs.
Scribbles keeping the hopes alive. Now a pitch pass up the middle, and that's knocked to the side.
Reveal trying to bully his way forward. Loose in the slot and set out by Cheese. Another save out of him. 3 of the team's 7. Justin with Magic Bear down in front, and everybody's going to retreat. Get boosted up, one would think. Cheese has a full tank now. Magic the demo on Kofor, and Scribbles in a nearly impossible spot. Manages to keep Gen.G at bay long enough to get some support.
Back pass from Justin, found that little space to find Magic Bear. Now the shot goes for the double, it hits off the bar and goes low. Cheese was thinking it would bounce out higher. That crossbar, that bounce, oh man, that was so close for Cheese.
That was the series. Reveal, quick turn at midfield. Trying to beat 2. Cheese over top of him, Justin's there, so is Scrib. And Magic Bear had to juke around an oncoming attacker. It was Reveal going for the bump. Reveal up at midfield. Does he have enough to stay with it? Down in front, but nobody's there. Magic Bear the clearance. Oh! Reveal sends up to Champions Field.
And you can see the panic from Magic Bear. Instead of being able to control it and stay behind it, poked it out and gave that ball away, which resulted.
Grizzled veterans of Gen.G Mobile 1 Racing. Justin trying to lead the Bear and Cheese to the promised land at Champions Field. Here we go.
Justin with a chance to score and slots it. Justin's name hanging from the rafters. He's used to scoring on this map. And he sees Reveal lined up. Perfect shot. It actually hit off the post a little bit and bounced off Reveal and went in.
Do some advanced math to find a way through there. Put that through a keyhole. Magic Bear looking to double that lead, but it goes right at Scribbles. Oh, there's a demo. Scribbles pushing a little bit wide. Cheese does catch up to it. Now Magic Bear is going to run forward. He's got Kofor in his sights, and Kofor up very early and avoids everything.
Magic Bear trying to do as much as he could with that little bit of boost. Now we see the immediate response. Reveal scoring that overtime winner. Now hanging out in front of net, waiting for these chances. And a perfect shot gets it up and over Justin. Needed to shoot that high or low. Justin covering that mid portion of the net. Great shot from Reveal.
Scribbles had scored 8 goals in this series before he got his first assist with that overtime winner. And now, back-to-back assists. Reveal and Kofor in defense. It'll be Reveal's ball as he lets Justin go on by. Kofor give him the old Olay in front of the net as well. And Justin will try to break out quickly. Scrib is up as well. Get a piece of that ball. And Cheese will follow it up nicely. And back and forth they go in the first minute.
This pinch was so good from Justin. He scribbles challenging, and Justin recognizing that he could get that ball off the backboard in the danger zone by going for that ceiling pinch, and it was perfect.
Oh, Scribbles, hard sheet forward. Magic Bear over everybody. The bear is fed.
Cheese having a heck of a series, controlling the ball, gets it to Magic Bear, and Magic Bear right down Main Street, dead center of the net, just underneath the crossbar. Gen.G, they are going all out. They see the finish line.
Scribble's gonna run onto one here. Down 2 goals. From the ceiling, Magic Bear is there at the backboard to make the stop. Justin coming back, and he lined up Reveal the whole way. Gopher all alone, had a little bit of help from Scrib on the side, but Scribbles can't catch this. Cheese places another one perfectly, and Gen.G are running away on Champs Field.
Cheese is going for the jugular, finding his mark, putting that far post, and one thing you can say about this team is that they can perform under pressure. We know it. Gen.G, Magic Bear, and Cheese having to win to make it in. They win, make it in under the most pressure possible. And this pressure of Game 7 is a situation where all of them, even Justin, are thriving.
Still 3 minutes to go. All the momentum belonging to Gen.G for now. Gopher's shot blocked by Cheese. Reveal now to try and dump one back in, but it's sent right back out. Cheese looking for yet another. Gopher the initial stop, and a loose ball all the way out to midfield, and Magic Bear almost inviting Gopher in before he yanked it away. His shot blocked out by Scribbles right there in front of the corner.
It's open.
And a wide open net again, and Magic Bear didn't score! Oh my goodness!
That was wide open. Gen.G thankful that they've got a 3-goal lead, but that was wide open.
That is impossible. Reveal, only Justin to beat. Easier said than done. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. There's still plenty of time. Will that miss be enough to get SSG back into it? Scribbles, quick turn, his shot blocked out by Magic Bear. He came from behind the ball to make the save.
And that was a big save, because after missing a chance like that to let Space Station within 2 with that much time on the clock could be a recipe for disaster, and it still might be.
Oh, Reveal with
There's a demo
there.
Scribbles somehow manages to control it, at least on that first touch.
Running out of time, running out of opportunities. Gopher still forward. Everybody jammed up in front of the Gen.G net. Reveal's got to go after this. Doesn't have much left in the tank. Gopher needs another touch. Doesn't have it. Magic Bear's in the way. Another one sent towards the net. Cheese just trying to play keep away, and he's done so through 2. Gopher will leave the midfield boost. He didn't need it. Up to the heavens, down hard, and blocked off the crossbar. Dribbles for Reveal. Selfless play, but still not enough. Gopher now. Coming up on the minute mark. Magic Bear, the easy save. Only one to beat, and Reveal just gets in the way.
We have under a minute left to go. Stack 3-goal lead here for Gen.G. Have to play safe, lock this down, and they will be going to the grand finals once more.
Gopher just trying to get a piece of Magic Bear. Nobody's got the ball. Finally, Gopher dives in, and it looked like Cheese and Magic Bear might have run into each other for a moment. Still a small window of opportunity for SSG, but they got to score right now, and time is not on their side. Cheese down to Magic Bear, and one more will certainly do it. Magic Bear almost delivered, and now SSG have just been pinned for way too long. Gen.G Mobile One Racing take SSG's best shot, and they give it right back to them, with Justin leading the charge Gen.G goes back to work into the grand finals again.
An amazing